John Lee was getting a tribute at Madison Square Gardens, where Johnny Winter played. I think Bonnie Raitt might have been there. Lots of major artists packed out Madison Square Gardens. But the night before, John Lee flew into New York and was staying in the hotel. And his manager, who I won't name to save embarrassment, got a call about midnight, 11 o'clock or whatever it was, and said, "Sir, I believe you're with Mr. Hooker." He said, "Yes, I am. What's the problem?" He said, "Well, there's a lot of noise coming from his room. And, we've had some complaints. Would you mind having a word with Mr. Hooker to say, tone it down?" At the time said, I'm really offended. This man is early 80s. He goes to his bed early. He would not be causing any noise or any disturbance. And frankly, I think you've got the wrong room and I don't want to deal with it. Puts down the phone. So 10 minutes later, he gets another call. "I'm sorry, but this is getting really bad now. There's more and more complaints about it. You've got to do something about it." He said, "I'm totally offended. I will meet you at the room. But I'm telling you now, you're going to get an apology. And I'm going to make sure that people know about this disruption and an insult to they're honoring him at Madison Square Gardens tomorrow. And this is the kind of insult that he has to deal with prior to that very, very important show. You're going to get him out of his bed." So anyway, goes to the room, and sure enough, it's a tremendous noise coming from the bedroom. So they're knocking on the door. Nothing happens. He said, "God, something might have happened where he's left the radio on and no one can get hold of him." So anyway, he says to the manager, "You better open the door. We better go in and deal with whatever we're going to see." And he opened the door and he see John Lee bouncing on the bed with two ladies dancing to his boombox at full volume. There, who just berated the manager for being insulting to even thinking John Lee would cause any issues, was standing there seeing John Lee bouncing on the bed having fun. So that was an embarrassing moment, to say the least.